when you reveal yourself to be the biggest piece of garbage in what is known as the NFL, to the point that you are considered highly toxic and no one wants to hire you, what's left for you to fall back on? You got it. Hollywood. A well-known Tinseltown casting director posted on a private message board for Hollywood managers and agents last week, asking for someone representing the former NFL quarterback to contact her. The casting director is currently working on a TV pilot and a Pepsi commercial-inspired movie Coin Uncle Drew, which stars Kyrie Irving, Lil Rel Howery, Nick Kroll, and sports legends like Shaq, Reggie Miller, Chris Webber and Lisa Leslie. It's unclear if the role for which the casting director is trying to get Kaepernick to act in is only a small cameo in Uncle Drew or the main role in something else. And since Hollywood has never had any issues spitting on American patriots, so I am sure he will fit right in with that crowd of degenerates and America-hating elitists. And we can be sure Tinseltown will love him dearly, since the ex-NFL ball tosser is now a commodity as a vessel to attack President Trump and his supporters, despite not playing this season. The Mercury News reports, Kaepernick visits Alcatraz to support a Native American protest. San Francisco, former 49ers quarterback and walking political flashpoint Kaepernick received honorary eagle feathers as he attended the annual Indigenous Peoples Sunrise Gathering on Alcatraz Island on Thursday. The event, also known as On Thanksgiving Day, celebrates the lengthy occupation of the infamous prison island by Native Americans between 1969 and 1971. Today, I was on Alcatraz Island at the Indigenous Peoples Sunrise Gathering, in solidarity with those celebrating their culture and paying respects to those that participated in the 19-month occupation of Alcatraz, Kaepernick said in a tweet Thursday. The former NFL star, who led the 49ers to the 2013 Super Bowl won by the Baltimore Ravens, has been at the center of controversy since he declined to stand for the national anthem before 2016 games, in protest against police brutality toward black people. His defiance spread to other players and engulfed him in a controversy that has seen him vilified by President Donald Trump. He remains an unsigned free agent and has filed a grievance with the NFL alleging he's being blackballed over his anthem protest. After receiving 2 eagle feathers from a Native American elder, Kaepernick gave a brief speech. "I'm very humbled to share this space with all of you," Kaepernick said in the video posted on Twitter. "Our fight is the same fight. We're all fighting for our justice, for our freedom. And realizing that we're in this fight together makes us all the more powerful." The Alcatraz occupation started on November 20, 1969, led by Mohawk activist Richard Oakes and Native American college students, according to the National Park Service, which runs Alcatraz. Once the occupiers had established themselves on the island, organization began immediately, according to the National Park Service. An elected council was put into place and everyone on the island had a job: security, sanitation, daycare, school, housing, cooking, laundry, and all decisions were made by unanimous consent of the people. The Alcatraz protesters wanted the deed to Alcatraz, and to establish an Indian university, cultural center and museum, according to the Park Service. Get top headlines in your inbox every afternoon. Get the free PM Report newsletter. The government negotiators insisted that the occupiers could have none of these and insisted that they'll leave the island, according to the Park Service. The underlying goals of the Indians on Alcatraz were to awaken the American public to the reality of the plight of the first Americans and to assert the need for Indian self-determination. As the occupation progressed, divisions appeared among the activists. Hippies and drug users began taking up residency, according to the Park Service. A fatal fall by Oak's 13-year-old daughter, and his subsequent departure, left 2 competing groups to vie for leadership. The federal government took a mostly hands-off approach, but also shut off electrical power and took away a barge providing fresh water to the island. Ultimately, President Richard Nixon approved a plan to remove the protesters when the fewest were on Alcatraz, and on June 10, 1971, armed federal marshals, FBI agents and Special Forces police swarmed the island and removed 5 women, 4 children, and 6 unarmed Indian men, according to the Park Service. The occupation was over. However, the occupation, directly or indirectly, led the government to adopt Indian self-determination as official U.S. policy, according to the Park Service. I can't think of a better fit for Hollywood. They are an entity which thrives on everything that is anti-American, and they have a severe disdain for anything on the right side of the political spectrum, even us, the people who pay to go see the crap they spew in their movies. If anyone wonders why the Hollywood box office is suffering so badly, no need to look any further. Just wait for this movie featuring Kaepernick and all your questions will be answered. Please share if you are boycotting everything NFL and Hollywood. Follow us on Facebook at Freedom Daily.